everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And today we're in Lamar and we're heading down to, oh darn, I'm gonna have to check. It's Lubbock, but it's outside of Lubbock. Well, it's Global Mills, so just looking at the map it was outside of town, but we'll see when we get there. And with any luck we're gonna get a double ender dynamic loading here, so we're gonna see. We know we're gonna get it here. Our top's already off the trailer or tarp. So we got the LTL-9000 from BPM Modding here, an old favorite. I love this truck. And we got Z-Mod's 3406B in it. We got wheat here, so it'll go in really quick. Look at it go. Wow. It just rockets out of that chute. Wheat in real life is like one of the more dense wheats, and they're the little grains that are quite hard, and it's heavy duty stuff. All right, we're out of there. Let's see, we turn around right here. I think we can. Is there an exit over there? No, there's the hay part of the enterprise. Look at that. We got a service right there. Jeez. Who knew? Well, we do now. And the fellas who put it there. ATS expansion. So we got, what have we got to go? 358 miles. Look at the GPS here. It's hanging right. Oh, I got, and a left right away? Nope, down there. I got my field of view back just a little bit too far. I'm getting a flash of the seat, and yeah, let's fix that. Just set the field of view ahead one notch and see what happens. Still there. Oh, shoot. I was really liking that one notch. Right? That should take care of it. Oh, it's so brief. Hey, we should have turned back there. Can we get in the yard here? Yeah. We go back through, yeah. Guess I should have had my GPS zoomed in. Jeez. Hey, there's a Chaparral hotshot. Oh, one of the new Freightliners, it looks like right there, perhaps. That front end looked pretty swoopy. We got to turn right away here. Oof, jeez. Now that's kind of funny. I noticed, got an itch on my cranium here. When when I pulled up to load, it was like, 5:15, something like that in the morning. And that took like just minutes. Or maybe it was even later than that by the time we loaded. But anyway, what takes so long when you don't have the tarp open and you go to take the job and you back into the spot, an hour goes by. Yet here when, well, why does that, what's with the difference in time? I wonder. Shoot, that's gonna drive me crazy, that little bit of the right hand seat popping into the view. We are gonna have to fix it. It's not a big cab, so we're sitting back. We probably, our point of view is Oh, now we gotta pull in for the inspection. But we'll fix the field of view right there. Now, as for what we're gonna weigh, I have no idea. £92,000. $87,835. Well, at least for once I guessed on the heavy side. Oh, let's fix that seat thing. Gonna have to bring this forward. I just want to go until we just nail it. I think that's gonna be okay. Won't be as distracting. Boy, we're just pulling right out of the highway. That's pretty abrupt. Looks like we're gonna go left way up ahead, perhaps. So this is a version of the Elk Creek trucking skin for the LTL that I put up on Steam a while back. Quite a while ago, actually, now, I guess. But on this one, we've got, yeah, we got to turn left up there. Shoot, I should have got ahead of that guy. What if I can... No, can't fake him out either. Or maybe we don't. Oh, right. That's right, because the when the map expanded, because we used to go left up here, and that was all there was. That guy's turning left. He's got a light. Oh boy, if he gets it extended, I gotta... Oh, I should have got behind him just in case. We'll have to put the muscle on anybody who comes up on that inside, although, wow, how can you do that? We'll keep an eye on it. So, yeah, we'll get to the skin here in a sec when I can jump outside. I kind of... darn, here comes the truck. Shoot, with any luck, he'll catch a light back there. And this guy will clear out on the left here. So I think we have enough... Well, actually, yeah, we should have enough power. There we go. That guy was still stuck at a light back there. Oh, now the train. Seriously? Over that... We got 625 horsepower, 3406B. I kept saying they're 2250 foot-pounds of torque the way I made them, but I made them 2200. So sorry about that. I've been misrepresenting that all along. Okay, the paint. So not a lot of orange on this one, and I noticed with that Ruta 579 El Halcon that when I had the paint locked down in the 2 videos ago with black, it comes out sort of satin black, which I guess is an okay look if you're going for it. But if you make it paintable and you paint it black, the paint is much glossier. So I went ahead and, just trying this out, I just took the black layer off But I ended up taking a bunch of the orange stuff out too. Like the orange frame and all that kind of stuff. So I'll have to look at it. See if I can put together a new version of the paint job that's paintable. See what you guys think. Like if you just, you know, can be bothered having to paint it yourself, or you like it pre-painted in black, we can leave it. But I kind of like the having a bit of gloss on the paint. There. What's going on with the road here? So we did a good job getting a jump on those guys getting out of town, but now the job's going to be to get this thing rolling out road on the highway. The cargo is 53,576. So it's pretty heavy. We do have the lift axle on the trailer down. There we go. Gonna get 18th gear here. Should be sitting over here a little bit. I guess next time we hit a light, we can always... Yeah, we're gonna go through Amarillo. Yeah, we'll hit a light. Got that warning thing he set pretty sensitive for the truckie. Once again, if you're wondering, boy, I keep getting asked. The overlay at the bottom of the screen is from Truckee Dispatch, or from Truckee, sorry. And it's real easy to set up, and I did a little tutorial on it. So you can look in through my playlists for the... Oh, I don't know if it was a gameplay or what I had, what category it's under, but you'll find it. Oklahoma. So we got to go all the way through Oklahoma out here, but it's a panhandle, so... Boy, I remember what was this road going to be like, and yeah, I kept looking for it. Before Oklahoma came up, I'd go up to Colorado there, and I'd head down this way, and the road would end, and I'd go down here, and oh boy, I'm going to... Oh, we got the scale again. I think... Oh, we'll go this way. I think it's better to go... It might be better to keep going. I forget. We've done it both ways. This is probably shorter. You have to come back again. You go out. You just got to go around the city square here. City. Town square. So that's the only deal with going this way. Like the angle parking in small towns. Might be a real ugly day later today in my world here. And I may not be doing anything outside, and if I'm not, I hope this is the right place to turn for the scale. Yeah, that's it down there. And if it is, I might go ahead and try the ETS driving school. Fuel should be good. This is a brand new truck. Oh, that's maybe not the scale we were looking for. Trucks. Uh-oh. I take a wrong turn. Oh, here's the weigh scale up here. Yeah, so I might just go ahead and spark up ETS, haven't run it in a long time, and get it up to date, and go do a little run on the see how that goes. Where the heck is this scale? Right there. It's a whole different ball game. Like the ETS trucks and trailers steer really quick backing up. There's no waiting for things to happen. It's happening. The kingpin is further back on the trailer, and the thing you got to watch out there with those, I found, is the front corner, the corner of the trailer. When you turn right, the front corner is jutting out. And I wonder if there's going to be any tricky gotchas with that in those tight quarters. We'll find out. Looking forward to it. Well, look at, speak of the devil, Montana Express. I almost was gonna do the BPM needle nose with the Montana Express skin on their old antique Fruhoff. It'd be kind of cool to do the old needle nose as a single axle and just do one trailer. That would be kind of real old-timey. Oh, got a dude right there. Jeez, now we got to go 3/4 of the way around the traffic circle again. Looks like we've got to merge in up here. I'll be able to read this sign across the way here. Oops. Capitol Hill or something? Oh man, vandalism on that nice old painted building there. Follow Big Sky on out of town. All right. Horse is having a trot. So, a little late getting this video done because I was messing around. I thought, geez, it's the Ford LTL. And I really kind of intrigued with that King Ranch down there in Texas that ATS Expansion put in. And I keep thinking to myself, well, why don't you make a King Ranch skin for the LTL-9000? Because King Ranch, well, I imagine there was an option. I think there's a Dodge one too, but I know a guy I used to work with had a Ford one, and the neighbor behind me here had a pretty freaking wild one all done up. King Ranch Ford F-250 or something. And I like the paint jobs on them. They had that sort of copper gold trim along the bottom and around the wheel wells, and then a dark green paint. Or at least that's what those two guys had. And I think there was other colors, like dark blue, and there's always a dark color, it seemed. Anyway, got my signal on. I start messing around with it, and oh geez, I spent a little too long on it. Now it's like 10:30. As I didn't like it. It just wasn't happening. I was just like, nah, I don't think so. Because the problem was copying that color. So I took an image of a King Ranch, and I got one that was in a kind of nice light, and it was the various parts of that were colored, had different shading of light on them, so I could sample the color on a shiny bit where the light was glinting off it, or I could go into a shadow a bit. And so I tried a bunch of different colors, and I did the stripe around the truck, the fender wells and all that, and across the bottom of the cab, and hated every one of them. Oh, God darn it. What a waste of time. And I also tried to find a good King Ranch logo that I could just sort of copy and blow up and see if I could make something out of one. And I actually found it. Oh, geez. Yikes. Oh, dang. Where did that guy appear from? Must have been in the shadow under the bridge, and I just totally missed him. Man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay. See if I just missed him, or did he spawn there? Oof. All hearts flying away here. I have been run into by spawn traffic like that several times. Be nice for my ego if that's what happened, and it would be bad if I just missed him in the shadow under the bridge. Yeah, anyway, on the logo for the King Ranch thing, there are, there is logos out there, and I don't know, I didn't spend like hours at it. I spent about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes looking at logos, and there seems to be two different things going on. And one is just the letters, King Ranch, so the capital K and a capital H, well, all the letters are capital, but the H and the K are big, and then the other letters in between are a little less. And then through the top, they got that squiggly brand. And then there's the version like you see on the badge on the trucks or stamped in the seats on the leather or wherever, that's kind of like that square bar with the circular thing where the info is. It says established 1853 on it, I believe. Man, look at that dude going around that old Chevy. So anyway, that would make a better door logo. But I didn't find one that was any good, so I'd have to make it from scratch. So, but that's not the end of the world. I have an idea for that, to tell you the truth. Maybe able to do something pretty good, but then comes down to the color for the trim. I was also thinking one way to do it is make it paintable, the whole thing, multicolor paintable paint job, and have at her. See if you guys can make that color that I can't make in paint.net. happened in the game, in the paint shop, on a multicolor paintable paint job. It's an idea, an intriguing one. So my LTL, or my L, not LTL, just L. I had two Louisvilles, L8000. My second one, the cab looked a lot like this, had the same visor, same lights on the roof, same horns, same signal lights, same mirrors, but it was just the L8000 cab, which is that cab without the big hood. The L8000 has a shorter hood. And but the cab is identical to the exterior of this one. It's kind of cool. Like old home week, looking out here at all that right there. All the I gotta look at pictures of my old truck and see if I used to have the spot mirror on it or not. I don't remember. I did have power window on the right side. This guy doesn't. Like, I factory ordered my second one. So, like, when you're going in and out of town or onto the freeway and back off when you're stuck on in town and it's hot out, I had AC in it. I ordered it with AC too. But it was, I like the windows open, but once you get on the highway, just switch on the dash. That was really nice instead of trying to get over the cab there. Because these cabs aren't, you know, it's wider than a 389 cab, I think, by a little bit. Which those are pretty narrow, but still, it's a stretch to get over there and not get yourself in a peck of trouble. So the power window over there, I just had a manual window on this side. You could order just one. Can't remember what I was doing. I was fixing a broken window winder on my first Louisville, and it was an older one. It was in the 80s. Mind you, this is a while ago, so it's not quite as drastic as it sounds, but it was old. It was an old Day and Ross truck, and it had driven, the wheels had been driven off it. And I had to fix something on the window regulator. I got under there, got the door all apart, got the window regulator out, and I went, oh man, that's easy. All I got to do is weld that up. So I get out the welding torch and I weld the thing up, and in the window winding thingy that holds the spring, there's a coil spring that's an assist to help the window go back up in the mechanism. It's like a flat wound spring wound in a coil. And it's got pot metal in that thing, like that hokey stuff inside it. And it melted that stuff out when I fixed the other problem. And so I had no spring anymore, because that was what the spring was anchored in, something like that. And so I was in a world of hurt. I had no spring to hold the window up. So you wind it up, you let go of the handle, it would go down. And that was pretty close to the end of that truck. That was probably while I was waiting for my factory ordered one to come in. And so I ended up around that pillar right there you see for the vent window. I had a loop of wire around there, and it came down and got pretty good with it, where you could get the window where you want it, and the crank had to be forward, and you could throw that loop over the knob on the crank and you could have it at whichever position. And I took the crank off and re-indexed it, so when it's rayed up, that wire is tight when you slip it on the knob. Goof. I couldn't believe it. That was so... What a bummer. Oops. We are going to get in trouble with this guy, too. We got to wait for this light to change and him to stop. I'm pretty sure we got to go right up there. Ready to roll on it here. We're all one ways, so we're not going to get the warning. Oh, we got a red light up there. Is that going to change? What kind of trouble am I getting in here? He's hanging back now. Shoot. It's one way the other way. What's going on? Here it goes. It's changing. Okay, it was a little early. Mission accomplished, though. We were in the wrong lane there. Oh, geez. Look, maybe we don't have to go right up here. Oh, man. All that stress. Yeah, poor old Louisville had been run pretty hard, but the cap wasn't rusted out or anything, which is amazing. In fact, it didn't have any holes in it. I was so surprised because the chassis itself looked pretty bad. Like they had, you know, they want their trucks to look reasonably good, so they slap paint on them every now and then. But boy, they painted over crud, and it was really ugly. And all I could do is scrape what I could off and then give it a new shot of paint. I seem to remember I had that truck looking pretty good, actually. I repainted the cab, and that was a big job. But it didn't have any rust holes to fix, which I was really surprised, just based on the but I think the mess on the chassis was all, you know, human made by doing a bunch of poor paint jobs on it. That truck eventually needed a remanned engine, and God, that cost, you know, for me and for the day, and what that cost was, plus a rent a truck. Well, they put it in, I had to rent a truck for a week. It was a piece of junk. I can't even remember what it was, but boy, I was ever disappointed. I think it was a GMC or something. It was not heavy enough, and it's just from a rental place. Oh, God. Why am I even talking about this? Bad memories. Man, cut it out. Get happy. Be happy. Don't worry. Boy, this is sure different here than driving around in Arkansas. Arkansas is way prettier than this. But imagine this is what it's like around here, just kind of flat. And kind of like Saskatchewan. Parts of it, anyway. Pretty flat. Yeah, some nice bits too in Saskatchewan. Some nice river valleys, and get into the southwest area with those nice rolling hills. It's pretty. If you like that kind of rolling prairie like that, I love it. To me, that's... Don't know how much I'd want to live in the middle of it, but I do really like to drive through it. So we haven't even looked at this thing outside very much. Let's do a drive-by here. Good looking outfit going down the road. Oops. Going off the road. Going back on the road. Jeez, we better get around this guy. 50 miles to go. Yeah, we are going to Global Mills again in Lubbock. This must be Lubbock coming up. I think we gotta head east of town a bit. Southeast, maybe? Yeah, this is Lubbock. Budweiser, king of beers. Miles to go. Probably should get in that right lane. Yep. No roof cam on this truck, unfortunately. I would have to talk to Gamer or Pups about how that gets added. The other truck I haven't driven in quite a while, and I would like to, is so this is a BPM modding, and I have their Mac cab over from when we were doing the independent owner-operator things. Those guys are still going, by the way. I got to get back with them again soon. But I just ran out of time to the load orders. With everything I try and do every day, I was always leaving the load order catch-ups to the last minute. And if everything was stable for a while, that was great. I could get in there and take part, but it got to be so much pressure where I'd try and, finish supper. And okay, that's when I'm gonna check the load order, and I'd get in there and it'd be, well, just impossible to do. And just put so much pressure on to do it. And like I'd have to not do something else, and typically I'm going to try and do what's right in front of me more than I'm going to try and plan ahead for something. And it's, what do they say? No bueno? I miss that. I miss the convoying with those guys. Got to do it again soon. Well, winter's coming. Winter's coming. Things will slow down. Won't have things to do outside. I still have outside stuff to do though. Shoot. Looking forward to 3 feet of snow on the ground. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do a whole bunch the inside stuff. And then summer comes around in this part of the world and everything's really good. You really enjoy it. And you missed it and it's back and it means a whole lot to you. So it's kind of good having seasons. Doing up here? Global Mills. I don't have a roof cam to... Oh, missed it. It's right there. Oh, look at that guy. Hey! Nice. Couldn't move. Just whipped right around there like, that was awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing here is if the dynamic loading spread to this part of Texas. And do we have the right kind of global mill? Sure looks like it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, there's Elk Creek 389. Nice. Didn't get it in gear there. Oh no. Oh no, it's got to be dynamic loading here. Quite the establishment. Fred, Bill, George. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. You guys just take it easy over there. See anybody get into some trouble? Oh, there's our loading thing, unloading straight ahead. Let's play it safe, dynamic. Yep, straight ahead on that. Great. We can see this wheat is going to head out like a grass through a goose. If you haven't been around Canada geese, you don't know what I mean. If you have, you do. What a mess. I know you guys in the States, you get Canada geese all over down there, so you probably know what I mean. All right, there goes one. Look at that. It's gone. Wow. In the blink of an eye. Wow, that's quick. Cool. Well, there we are. Yeah, it was fun. Enjoyed it. Really like this truck. You know, once again, it's kind of like that Dom situation with BPM, where we haven't had an update in forever. Oh yeah, the other thing that's really cool about this truck, I'll show you real quick. I probably showed you before, but I'm going to do it again just for giggles, and I want to look. Is this has the same suspension I had on mine. This New Way Air Ride, great big trailing arms. Where are we? Up there, and they're not greasable. They just have sealed bushings on them, and they go to the back here. Let's go right to the back, and they come through. They got a big bolt on the end, a stud, and then that big bar goes across, and that bar holds the airbags and the shock absorbers. And this is where the load leveling was too, back here on each side. Was it inside or outside the shocks? I think it was inside the shock absorbers. And yeah, that's a really tough suspension. Really tough. If you ever ran it and anything, look at the size of those beam things, and that's no joke. It was tough stuff. Really good suspension. New Way. But yeah, she's a smart looking outfit. Would have been proud to own that back in the day. But there we are. So as always, guys, appreciate you following along, and take care. Oh, should I do something with this skin? Keep doing this? Or are you guys happy with the one you got for this truck? Let me know. Take care. Catch you in the next one, and bye for now.